afternoon edition of the NBA Atlanta as they go up against New York. I'm Brian Anderson. With me tonight, Grant Hill and Richard Jefferson, with Allie LaForce joining us courtside. Here we go. And New York has possession. Pass to Yao. Good work there as it goes.
Just taking it right to the rim, and no one was there to greet him.
Easy possessions like that literally are just a gift. You just dream of them. He'll gladly take those.
Here's Kamari. It's stolen. On the break. And he goes up strong with a one-handed jam.
Transition basketball, the most reliable way to generate easy looks.
Yeah, when you hustle on the break like he does, good things tend to happen.
Atlanta foul. First personal foul. First team foul.
On defense, the visiting team. 4-point game. Pass to Nowitzki. And it's off from three-point range. And so it's Irving with it. He brings it up for Atlanta. Down low. Embiid. Back to Adebayo. Good. And the assist to Embiid.
Nice pass by Embiid, smartly taking advantage of a wide-open man.
At 6'9", Bam Adebayo is on the shorter side of centers. Yet he is elite defensively, Grant.
He's been top 5 in Defensive Player of the Year voting a bunch of times. Bam has an incredible motor, a great IQ, and he's a switchable big. That's huge in today's game.
Look, inside, Embiid just has all the tools for success. The height, the power, and more importantly, the tenacity.
Here's Sampson. Pass to Bird. Now here's Adebayo. And finished off by Adebayo.
What a confident dunk by Adebayo. He knows there's little the defense can do once he's elevated.
Sampson's shot is off.
Man, just terrible defense. I don't know how he missed that shot.
George, right side. Pass to Adebayo. Here's Sampson. Laid it in with a nice touch off the window. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for New York.
From the tip, they are not making things easy on them. Lots of steals, playing disruptive basketball.
Yeah, on top of that, they've been resourceful defensively, generating scoring opportunities by forcing turnovers.
Now here's Irving. We've got 1:13 left in the first quarter here. Embiid's shot is good.
Embiid.
So much strength from Embiid, it would take a special defender to slow him down.
Oh, what a play! It's snatched out of the air. Credit the block. Outside Irving. Now a timeout called by Atlanta.
Yeah, coach no doubt wants to use this timeout to review the matchups and maybe make some adjustments as well.
I'm sure all of the above is in order, and you can never be too content.
Atlanta making some changes. There's 48 seconds left now in the first quarter. Shot clock at 6. James inside. And slam dunk by James.
James has this athleticism to his game. He can get up there when he wants to.
New York again can't hit. He got it. No doubt that's a foul. And it's going to be a transition take foul. Offensively, Karl Anthony Towns is one of the most well-rounded big men in the league, Grant.
Yeah, maybe in league history, B.A. He's an elite three-point shooter, post scorer, and his passing is severely underrated.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. Back to Davis. Now 8 seconds separating the two clocks. Towns. That's in there. Davis with the assist.
And adding to this lead right now. Riding a wave of momentum.
Yeah, they've locked in during this stretch. If they keep it up, their lead will only continue to grow.
Here's Keenan. And so it's Atlanta closing out this quarter with a 7-point lead. And it's all due to their ability to own the paint. They've been dominant down low. More 2K action in just a moment. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. All right, guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Atlanta?
Well, they're off to a good start getting it inside and scoring at close range. Solid fundamentals so far in this one.
And following off of what you said, they've really done a good job distributing the ball, passing up good shots for great ones.
Now here's Towns. They lead by the biggest margin of the game at 9. Pass to James. Right side Davis. Here's Keenan. Covered by Jokic. And he was fouled in the act of shooting. Opportunity for a three-point play here.
They're punishing those late defensive rotations, getting good looks inside throughout the half.
Atlanta shooting their second free throw attempt on the night. Trying to find a spark here.
Yes, indeed. A rough stretch offensively. They could really use a basket.
Atlanta foul. Bron James. First personal foul. First team foul.
From deep, Jokic. The rebound by Atlanta.
The defense just giving him the easy look there. He's not going to miss that.
And Davis slams it home.
Ooh, when the brow gets up, you better get out the way. There's not many people with that length and that athleticism.
Ooh, that's a tough spot to be in as a defender. With that height disadvantage, it's very hard to protect the rim.
And the call will be against Nikola Jokic.
First personal foul.
That's his first foul of the game.
Team foul.
And we played just over a minute of basketball in the second quarter. Now, here is James. Outside Gilgeous-Alexander. 6 to shoot. Lets it go from the wing.
Lockdown defense by Porzingis. When he moves his feet to get in position, his length is unbelievable. Wow, he really fires up his team with his ability to extend possessions.
Atlanta shooting their third free throw shot of the game. Over to the wing. Stolen by Davis. James deciding where to go with it. High post Davis. Over to the left wing. Pass to Keenan. Three-pointer. That falls. Nice feed that time from James. Keenan got 6 points in the quarter.
And how about Bronny dropping a dime?
Second team foul.
2 minutes now played in the second quarter. The offensive rebound. They kick it out to Porzingis. Fires for 3. Here's Duncan. And down it goes. Jam that one home.
Get him the ball anywhere close to the hoop. That thing is over.
Here's Atlanta with the ball. They're on a 13-4 run. And the dunk by Jokic.
And dunking it with authority inside. This is why Jokic guys look to feed him down there.
Here's Towns. So it'll be 2 free throws. He was fouled in the act of shooting. Kristaps Porzingis picks one up.
Well, that was clearly a foul.
New York making a switch here.
At the line for 2.
So he gets them both.
It's always nice to see a big fella be able to knock down some free throws and make teams pay from the line.
New York trails by 16. Releases. Wembanyama's shot is good. Wembanyama's gotten his second bucket of the game.
When Wembanyama goes up, he can be so quick. I mean, the rookie looking very assertive.
Well, Richard, it might be a long time before we see a player with the combination of Wembanyama's size and skill.
He changes every opponent's game plan, offensively and defensively. You've seen nothing like it, and we probably won't for a long time.
James outside. 2 on the clock. Porzingis grabs the board.
And usually that's a bucket for him, but look, nobody's perfect in the mid-range.
And it's Irving missing. Atlanta leading by 14. On the wing, Davis. To the left wing. Here's Keenan. That one falls. Coming off Davis' feed. Keenan's got 8 points here in the quarter.
On offense, Davis keeps his head up and maintains awareness. That's how he spots a wide-open man. You just gotta love watching a big man hustle on the glass. This is what his team expects and needs from him.
For 3, Anthony. On target from range. Anthony's gotten himself going with a triple, his first basket of the game. Pass to Keenan from the arc. Porzingis grabs the board. 3-pointer, Anthony. That shot is off. Knocks it loose. And we've reached halftime in this one. Atlanta on top. They lead by 13. And join us right back here after the break for the start of the second half. And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly in the second. Here's Kamari. Yet to see a basket. Pass to George. The 3. And it's New York with a rebound.
That's exactly how you have to defend him on the perimeter. Can't allow any space.
Atlanta leading by 13. Here's Gilgeous-Alexander. It's hauled in by Sampson. And New York has possession. George with the block.
Yeah, rejecting the try there. George firing up his guys.
Now Gilgeous-Alexander. And for those tuning in, we're about a minute into this second half. Kamari, that's good.
And just totally relentless, only increasing the intensity level.
Always plays hard until the final whistle, no matter what the situation is.
Oh, got that bucket in no time at all.
That's a guy you want taking shots, a quality offensive player.
And Gilgeous-Alexander, here we go. George for 3. A rebound by Nowitzki.
And the defense got away with one there. I mean, that's a shot he typically makes.
They get the rebound. McGrady. Pass to Yao. And they converted last on attempt number 3. Yao's got 6.
Being opportunistic, just taking what the defense allows.
Yeah, if they aren't going to take away his space from mid-range, look, he's going to continue to shoot.
Kamari, that's good.
Running the show, Gilgeous-Alexander is talented as a passer.
McGrady, shot is off.
And he probably thought he was going to bury that one.
And something that makes SGA so dangerous on offense, his elite drive and kickability.
Yeah, you have to load towards him when he comes off a high pick. He just draws so much attention and can find another cutter or spot-up shooter. He has so much gravity to his game.
Atlanta leading by 13. George's shot is off. Here's Irving. And he gets that one. There's a minute 34 left to play in the third quarter here. Pass to Gilgeous-Alexander. 5 on the clock. And here's Embiid. And Atlanta misses again. Here's Bird, and he drives in, and he jams it home with authority.
And that's one of the underrated aspects of his game, his passing. He knows the defense expects him to finish the job, but he just drops off a dime.
Here's Kamari. Pass to George. Now Adebayo. Another shot. The wide open shot is on the money. Give him 8.
Just another thing that Bam brings to your team, the ability to knock down jumpers.
To the paint. Here's Embiid. The 3. They get it back. George with the block. And they're on the break. From deep. Pass to Kamari. And Irving comes to help. To the middle. And here's Embiid. George, right side. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's his first trip to the line. That's good from George.
Julius Irving. First personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Atlanta, Paul George.
George hits them both.
He's making the most of every trip to the line, providing for his team.
Hardaway from outside. Oh, and he just knocked down the buzzer beater.
And just nails the 3. Way to close the quarter.
He knew exactly how he wanted to do it, too. There was no doubt in his mind that it was going to fall.
Well, through 3 quarters of play, down double digits. It may be difficult. With 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store. And so Jokic will bring it up for New York. Trailing by 10. Wembanyama with the easy 2.
All too easy for Wembanyama. He feels like no one can defend him inside.
Doncic right side. 4-3. It's hauled in by Wembanyama. And here's New York now. Some room here for Anthony. Randolph grabs the miss. Pass to James. Over Porzingis. From out on the wing, he knocks it down. And Atlanta leads by 10.
Gifted moving the ball. Luka is one of the best passers in the league.
Anthony with it. Takes a 3. It's not going to go for him. Here's James. Here's Randolph. Oh, they get a hand on it. Back to Towns. Clock at 4. To the inside. Shoots. And they'll turn it over. Couldn't get the shot off. A shot clock violation. New York trails by 10. Pass to Jokic. And a miss there on the triple. Here's Randolph. Oh, and he blocks it off the glass. Wow. And so it looks like it'll be Atlanta's ball. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. Towns on a screen. Pulls it from the top of the key. Randolph gets the bucket. Randolph's got his first 2 points.
Gotta fight harder to get over those screens.
Yeah, as soon as these guys feel contact, they are just disappearing like they're not even there. You gotta show some fire and keep defending.
Would you say testing the limits of his range there?
Yeah, he might have been feeling himself a little too much on that one. He can hit it, but not consistently.
The size advantage gives him a clear path to the shot.
Here's James. After the basket by New York on the other end. And slam dunk by James.
And slammed that thing through.
A nasty 2-hander.
Second personal foul. First team foul.
There's a minute 47 left in the fourth. Here's Duncan. Yes, and it's Wembanyama picking up the assist.
The way he can elevate over a defender from deep, very tough to contain outside the arc.
Pass to Davis. Back to James. From deep three-point range. Sinks it. What range from downtown.
It's just encouraging to see Bronny shooting the three with confidence.
Now Porzingis. And again, New York with the triple.
This is just fun. These teams are trading threes back and forth.
This is today's NBA. Hey, we see this kind of exchange more often than not.
There's a whistle. That goes on Carmelo Anthony. That's his first foul. There's a minute 17 left to play in the fourth. Randolph. Off target with the three. New York trails by 9. Wembanyama from deep three-point land. They grabbed their own miss. And slammed it home. And a foul. A chance at another point at the line. That one on Doncic.
And their offensive rebounding is such a strength for them when he's on the floor.
Yeah, he really helps them extend possessions, doesn't he?
Yeah, you can feel Coach smiling on the sidelines with every offensive board.
Now here. Oh, throw it down. Wow.
Whoa. Not known for showing off, Doncic with the highlight reel jam. Did I say that? Wow. Yeah, you never want to let shots at the rim go uncontested.
First personal foul. Third team foul. At the line for two, Julius Erving.
Good on the first, and that narrows the gap to 7. And that one goes in. 2 from the line that time.
A perfect trip to the line narrows the gap. That was a good call. The defense wasn't established.
First personal foul. Second team foul.
He drops the first one, and that makes it a 7-point lead.
You know, there were some who questioned his ability at this level. Bronny starting to earn every minute he's getting.
Inside, Sampson. Oh, and a beautiful feed leads to a monster jam.
Such confidence as a passer. He hits guys in stride and makes it look easy.
Pass to Randolph. Clock at 6. Second shot opportunity. Here's Doncic. And it's New York with a rebound.
And right here, they can't waste any time.
It needs to be a quick shot and a quick foul.
Oh, nails the triple. Robbed. And we've got a timeout called by Greg Popovich. And coach didn't want to take any chances in this situation, which is why he called the TO. Given the situation here, what sort of strategy needs to be top of mind?
If they leave the arc open, take it. But it may be safer to get a quick 2 and then foul.
Yeah, time is the enemy at this point. So I think I'd go for the tie and avoid playing the foul game.
They've really picked up the energy level and have willed themselves back into this game.
And as tired as they might be after fighting to tie it up, they have all the momentum now to finish this comeback.
Now a timeout called by Atlanta. And Atlanta with possession here. Here's Adebayo. The 3, George. Oh my! What a shot!
And looking to even the score with a huge 3.
That's their only option. They have to get a good look from deep here.
So